What's up, everyone? Welcome to the High Passion Podcast Season 2. I'm your host, Daniel K., and we're here with an amazing guest and friend of the podcast, One Take Jake.
What's up, guys? It's Jake. Can't wait to do the pod. It's my first pod and big fan of the show, so
Thank you,
let's get it going, man.
Jake is a director, cinematographer, colorist, and an overall artist, and we're going to talk about his life, his work, and his connection to cannabis. Let's get into it. Thanks for coming out, bro. Thanks for coming out. Long time coming. Let's just get right into it. You're a good friend of Don Boy Omar. You did his music videos for especially Badman. I know that one.
Love that video. It's a classic.
And we've been, talking, chatting, hearing lots of things about you for a while. So thanks for coming out.
Bro, thank you for having me. And as soon as I saw the first promotion, I was like, who the fuck are these guys? And it was Rob who shared it. I was like, okay, let me go. I'll follow them. I kind of kept up with it. I saw his episode. Yeah. Toxic as well. He's another artist I've worked with.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Toxic.
Shout out to Toxic. Save Me Clothing.
Lots of small world connections, bro.
This is overdue. Yeah.
Oh, definitely overdue. Because even shout out Coin 8. Rest in peace.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right? So, what was your role over there? What were you...
So I actually was assisting a good friend of mine, Hayden, with Island Diaz. He had an Island Diaz podcast. I think it might be coming back. But big shout out to him. And he introduced me to Coin 8. So I was just operating for them. And I remember the first day I walked into the studio, I was like, what the fuck? This place is like Wonderland as a filmmaker, right?
Unique too, bro.
Yeah, dude. It was very original for the city. And that was their original location. So I was a big fan there.
Yeah.
Started helping them out as well. I transitioned from, I helped Hayden and them as well. So I was kind of there a lot. And did some videos there. And then they moved to the new spot by Weston.
The Stockyards location.
The Stockyards, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was a tighter kind of setup, but I liked it there too. And yeah, it's
that's where we did our Halloween special.
Yeah, I saw that. With Esther, right?
Yeah, with Esther, 100%. Yeah. Good shit, good people. Nicole, great person.
That was the other thing. It looked great on camera and it's cool locations and everything, but it was great people to work with. And
it's just, that's what you wanted. The vibe there was great.
Absolutely,
you got to do what you needed to do. It sucks that they're gone because, like you said, they were great people to work with.
It's just a new chapter.
That's it.
They'll do something cool, I'm sure.
I'm sure they will. I think they're moving.
They have. I'll break the news, I guess. They've moved to Calgary. So
okay, there you go.
I did a FaceTime. They have a cool little setup and they have a cool view of the skyline there.
Nice. Maybe one day we'll have to go out.
Yeah, a little high passion road trip, bro.
Awesome. So let's get into when you started cinematography, when you got into, film.
Absolutely. Yeah. So as a kid, I would steal my mom's camera and stuff and definitely into cameras as soon as I could remember.
Yeah.
But that just kind of stuck with me. I got older, got my first phone, and I remember being more excited for the camera than anything else. I didn't. Oh yeah, I can call people. That's cool.
But but I can take pictures now.
I can take pictures. I can listen to music. Phones are cool, but that's just more important to me. And then I got to high school. A buddy of mine got a proper camera, the Canon T2i. A lot of filmmakers started on that guy.
Yeah.
And I was in love. I'm like, this is a fucking cinema camera. This is as good as it gets, right? So we were just fucking around in the forest where we live. So I was always kind of dabbling. But then by the time I got to college age, my guidance counselor in high school told me, she was like, oh, this is 2015, I guess. So apps were the biggest thing ever. She's like, get into software, get into app development. So
lots of push for that.
Yeah, so I did. And I like the design portion of it and learning about I use the Adobe suite. So it still helped me in ways I use today.
Yes, to this day.
But I had all the fucking coding and stuff and software shit failed hard.
Yeah, that's way too much for me.
Yeah, I dropped out after one semester. I'm like, fuck that, bro. Yeah. So then I went to film school.
Okay, and, so it was your second go.
Second round, second round. I could kind of say I'm a college dropout. So I get a little bit of cred there.
There you go. Street respect.
Yeah, exactly, right. So then I went to film school and I picked the shortest one I could and got it over with and then started working as a PA for a little bit and yeah, man.
So you just right out of school you started working as so first off, what is a PA?
Oh, PA is a production assistant. They are the Swiss Army knife on set. They're kind of helping everybody out. Okay. I personally would take the big trailer trucks and I'd unload the hair and makeup and stuff and just set up all the units, get them all plugged in. Sometimes I'm setting up the it's called background actor holding.
Okay.
So that's just kind of the area where all the background actors would hang out. There's the main actors, some people get trailers and stuff like that. So I was just kind of the regular assistant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another job I did, was LSP, which is fake security guards. So I preferred that. It was easier.
What, like on a film set?
Yeah, it's like location service personnel, and they are like the parking enforcement. They're kind of like, it's a little bit like a security guard. You can't touch or talk to anybody.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can just kind of redirect people and stuff, and like it's the same pay, so
Yeah,
it's
a little
easier.
less grunt work than the PA.
Yeah, it's very chill, and like some people would smoke on set. So
Yeah,
that was a little easier job to do when you're buzzed, you know.
For
So,
sure, for sure. You don't
Yeah.
have to interact with as many
super
people.
chill,
hopefully.
yeah, you know.
At what point did you become One Take Jake?
Yes. So I've been doing music videos a little bit longer than that name.
Yeah.
But I would shoot at like parking garages, sometimes like a storefront or even like a cool condo building downtown.
Got you.
So eventually, sooner or later, if you're playing music and you have a light and a camera, people are like, "What the fuck's going on?" They kind of kick
Drawing
you out.
attention. Oh, fair.
Yeah. So I
I
was like,
never thought of that. We used to get that obviously skateboarding, but like
"Yes, it's same idea, man.
yeah,
Same
yeah,
idea.
you'd think with the film gear people would just leave you alone.
It's hit or miss. Some people
Yeah.
don't care. You can pull out the like I'm a film student card.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still use that. You know.
Sure. Why
But,
wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. So you can pull that out and cross your fingers, but sometimes like even like don't do this at home or whatever. But sometimes I'd be shooting in the middle of the street because it looks fucking sick, right? So there's
Yeah.
cars and whatever.
Yeah.
So I kind of like started off as like a joke, like, oh, we gotta get it one
One
take
take.
Jake. You know what I mean? And then one day I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Just make that my name.
That's
You know
bro.
what
It's.
So-
I mean, it clicks. Your name is Jake, so
Yeah, I had no
it's-
choice almost,
it's
you know?
literally,
It's
after
my
you said
mom's
it,
fault. Yeah.
after you said it more than once, you're stuck.
Yeah, I got hooked, right? So I was like, fuck, okay.
That's fucking
It kind of
funny.
wrote itself, yeah.
Yeah. So when you went to film school, what
Yeah.
was that like for you?
I tell everybody, like, I get a lot of people, sometimes like a sibling of a friend of mine, like a lot of people ask me like if they should go.
Yeah.
And I think it's like 50-50. If you already know you want to do it and like you have a job and you kind of put some money aside from a camera, I say skip it
Yeah.
and just hit up anyone in your friend group, social media, all of that. Hit them all up, find someone else who does it
Yeah.
and just kind of like work with them, shadow for them, like, stuff like that. Because like I went to film school, yeah, but when I was working in the film industry, when I got my own camera, I learned
That's
10
when you
times
learned.
more.
Yeah.
But if you're not sure, and I guess you have some money to blow, sure, go to film school because like it definitely taught me what job. I'm not gonna lie, I used to think like Toronto was like whatever, but it's actually like a really big film industry here.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that till I went to film school. So that kind of helped me out there.
Yeah. I've only learned that through working with Sean and
Yeah.
like, just realizing behind the scenes and like how much stuff is actually shot
You
here.
think it's all Hollywood,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
but
the-
Toronto's pretty big.
It's way
Yeah.
cheaper,
Yeah, exactly.
right? It makes sense. You're gonna shut down New York City?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, exactly.
No.
Toronto is pretty.
Shut down a street on Toronto and make it look like New York.
It's pretty disguisable, man. But if you're from here, you can kind of like catch it in certain movies and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, oh, what the fuck? That's Yonge Street or whatever. You
Bro,
know?
well,
So,
again, from doing this with Sean, now anytime I watch anything, I'm always just like, oh, they cut it there. They did this.
Yeah.
Like, I start to notice those small things that I'm sure you guys
yeah.
see way more.
I actually got lucky. I worked on The Boys, but when I watched it too, it's like I'm like, oh, that's fucking like Roy Thompson Hall or whatever it's called. and, like, I
that's
recognize
Cool,
everything.
bro.
It kind of a little bit throws you off, but then you just like, if I'm high, I can just kind of forget all of it and just watch
Yeah.
the show again. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Toronto's, yeah, it's everywhere. If you look hard enough, it's everywhere. You know?
Yeah. But that's cool that, like, you, I mean, it sounds, I think it is a trade. Like, film is it considered a trade?
That's what I like about it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an art, it's a trade, it's
Y-
like a entrepreneur thing too, right?
And I
it's a
agree
bit of all of it.
very much with what you said. Like, especially if it's something you know you want to do, you learn more doing things in trades.
At least I did.
You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
it really do. Like, obviously, you're gonna learn the lingo and like the book behind it, but
Yeah.
getting out there and doing stuff, at least in my experience, has been where I've learned. You know,
Jump in the pool. Don't
That's
dip your
it.
toes in.
That's
Just
it.
jump in, man. So, yeah.
So when you were doing the PA stuff, that's when you met Don Boy.
Yeah, that's
So
a great
talk
story.
about that a little bit.
So yeah, I love the night shift at any job I could have. Like I'm like, oh, put me on the nights. I love night shifts.
night
right?
owl.
And I'm fucking walking to the bathrooms. The bathrooms like on a film set are like sometimes it's like a trailer with like a little generator, so
Okay.
it's not like an outhouse or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm walking and I just like a cop. I'm like, I smell weed. Like what the fuck? And then I'm like, no way, because like there's people who smoke on the film set, right? But
Yeah.
like I'm like, there's no one in the bathroom, right? And sometimes the night shift, it is a lot of the older guys and stuff, right? So I opened the fucking door. I didn't even like think someone was there. Open
Yeah,
the
yeah.
door, and I just see fucking Rob standing there. He's like, "Oh shit!" I kind of caught him or
Booked.
whatever, and I forget what we said, but like 30 seconds later, we're both smoking the joint together, and like he's like, "Oh, I do music," and I'm like, "Oh, I direct music videos," right? So that first like encounter, we're like
Yeah.
homies from that, yeah.
Bro, it's awesome when stuff like that happens. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just the right place, the right right time, and
That was literally,
Bang.
yeah. I could have went to the wrong bathroom door, or like
you
anything
never
else.
would have met him.
There's probably another little trailer somewhere else with the bathroom. I went there, I would have never known him, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's crazy how much that stuff can like escalate down the road. You
I'm
know,
not like superstitious, but yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah,
So
bro. Sometimes things are meant to happen, bro.
it was meant to be, Rob.
That's it. That's it. Shout out Don Boy. I was actually talking to him today.
Yeah, me too. I called him
he's
like
out of-
yesterday. Yeah.
He's out of town. He said he wanted to be here, but
Yeah. That's what I told him. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be on the High Passion podcast. He's like, I'm coming.
yeah, that's the same thing. He's
Yeah.
like, bro, I wish I could be there. I was
Yeah.
like, the next time we'll do something one
Yeah,
day.
we'll do a group sesh.
Well, whenever you guys have like a next video or something coming out, we'll do like a little promo tour or something.
Well,
like
that's
that.
what our phone call was about. We
Yeah.
got some cool shit coming up.
Yes,
right?
sir.
One
Gotta-
thing about him is like he's like 10 steps ahead. So
Yeah.
his new chapter is very exciting.
Yeah, bro, I'm super excited to see what he's been working on, you know, and I know he's been quiet, and that's always a good sign with that guy.
Yeah.
He's
guy,
got some stuff ready.
He's cooking.
Yeah. What was your first paid gig? Like your personal gig?
my
you know,
first-
after doing the PA stuff, stepping away
it
from.
was before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even when I was in film school, I got lucky. A lot of the people from my high school ended up going in the music scene and
Yep.
stuff like that. So I was like, guys, I'm in film school, like whatever. I'm begging them. I'm like, yeah, let's do a video. Let's do a video.
Yeah.
So that was like my first ever paid video.
Got you.
And then when like the whole one take Jake thing started,
Yeah.
that first paid video was like a clothing video for another friend of mine. So
Okay.
I got lucky to have friends who supported me and stuff like that, and
It's what it
believed in
takes.
me.
It's
So
what it takes, bro. You know,
Yeah,
it
man.
takes a village to build a career, an image. you
yeah,
know?
dude, like do your part at home, like support your friends
Yo,
doing music,
100%.
clothes.
Repost their stuff.
Yeah.
It's free. It's easy. It doesn't
People
cost
will
you
repost like
anything.
these AAA artists and these like
And not their friends because they're concerned someone's gonna be like, oh, they think I listened to that, bro. Just support your friends.
yeah, wear your friends' clothes. Like
That's
Nike
it.
doesn't need any more.
They really don't.
Yeah,
They
they're
really
good,
don't.
you know? I mean, if Nike wants to work, with me. But in general, you know,
That was awesome. Shameless plug.
hit me up, Nike.
That's it. So after doing that first gig, you kind of moved into the music video direction fully for a time being.
Yeah. So I would say like my rookie season or whatever,
Yeah.
like I was just trying to get better, right? So
Yeah.
if you work in corporate or like I did real estate for a little bit, right?
Okay.
And real estate, you know, there's a lot of takeaways from that, like the turnaround speed, like that helped me out, kind of like putting the pressure on me.
Yeah.
And just like learning how to get the most smooth, steady shots possible, stuff like that. Work with like the default lighting. Like you go to a house, like you got to work with whatever lights are there.
There.
So like there was all these skills that I was learning and it was great.
Yeah.
But I just found music videos was like the best boot camp there is, right? And if you want to film stuff, like I would say music videos are the best place to start, just because like you can you can be traditional and you can do stuff really clean and whatever, but you can also like take a chance. You can get experimental.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes I want to work with like neon colorful lights, or you know, maybe sometimes I want to have like super shaky footage or
Yeah. Do some cool.
There's no rules.
Yeah,
right? So-
yeah. That's actually like you said earlier. It kind of is the art to your trade.
Yes.
you know, where you get to put your own spin on things and do little tricks and stuff that you've just kind of learned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's been times where I've worked with like more commercial settings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, the director that I'm working with or something, I pull out all these tricks like, oh, like where'd you learn that? I'm
Wait.
like, they all come from music videos.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Just doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Cause like I would say a mistake's more valuable than a lesson.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
With the music videos and stuff, you started working with Social Outcasts.
Yeah, so about a year after I met Rob, maybe a little longer than that.
Yeah.
He hits me up. He's all excited. He's like, Jake, I have the most amazing opportunity. I'm like, okay. And then I go to do like a meeting with him and like the whole Social Outcast group.
Yeah.
And yeah, from that little meeting, I ended up working with pretty much everyone in the room for the next year.
Yeah.
And that helped me kind of like, you know, spread my wings a little bit, get known, because like that's my best advice to anyone starting out too. You work with one artist, and then through their network, you might work with 3 more, and then it just like kind of expands that way.
Yeah.
So that was the role kind of they played in my development. So that was shout out to him and shout out to everybody in that collective. You know?
Absolutely, bro. Shout out that crew. I've been out to a couple of their events, which is funny because like
Yeah, we
Robbie
crossed
says
paths,
we
right?
should have met, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't remember.
He's like, oh, you don't know him? Like, I'm looking at the fucking camera all night. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so, right? But,
Maybe.
yeah. Well, we did it. We're here.
Yeah.
So.
So now on the other side of that, you've stepped more into doing like product work and other stuff as well. Like,
Yeah.
what's your workflow like now?
So even a little bit during lockdowns, I remember I would go to like the LCBO or something, and I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, what's the most like local fucking brand I can find? And I'd
Yeah.
find like stuff like brewed in like Toronto, and I would do like I'd bring them into my room. I'd pull out like some Bristol board from the dollar store and do like product shots and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Awesome.
I'm gonna do one video for this like cider.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow up and be a millionaire. It's gonna be awesome. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
Didn't work out that way, but you know they said thanks for the video and stuff, and it
Yeah.
was like a cool start.
An experience.
And yeah, it's always been a little bit part of me. Like I do want to work with small brands and like get into that commercial space.
Yeah.
I will do music videos till like my hair is gray and I'm like old, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna stop that. But I definitely want to like work with more with brands and build companies up because
Yeah.
like that's just really exciting to me right now. So that is the next step, and I've kind of been dabbling. I'm gonna keep growing that, and I've made some connections and some people that want to build that with me as well. So that is the next step. But I'm always gonna do music. videos.
Yeah. So what would you say? It's like a 50-50 type of thing
Right now,
now?
50-50, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. But the music videos is more where you like get to express your art side of it, or are you doing that on the...
Music video, like I'd say if you're an athlete, you know, music videos are the gym. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, yeah, you have like your game day and stuff like that, and that's where you make your money. But you know, all these people in the NBA, like
Yeah.
they're still in the gym and on their off days and their off season and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
music videos is where I can kind of keep all my tools sharp, and then when I am directing the next Porsche commercial,
There you go.
know,
There you go.
all the music video skills, they'll still be with me, man.
That's bro, and like you said, you'll be fresh. You'll still have that stuff. And
Yes.
you know, one quote I wanted to mention that you said to me while we were talking in the preliminary was, "You're not a master until you can fix a problem."
Yes,
You know, and that is what you're doing.
I forgot I said that. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, dude, and it just stood out to me because as a grower, it's the same thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're never a master.
Yeah.
There's always new stuff. There's always something that you're gonna learn. But you know, growing when everything's working right,
Yeah.
it's kind of easy.
Anyone can get lucky. You
Yeah.
know, you can start today, get the perfect opportunity, the stars align. I'm like, oh, I'm the best ever. Like,
Yeah.
look how easy that was.
Yeah.
But then when you're on a set or fuck the film industry, when you're on any type of job or any type of opportunity,
Yeah.
this goes wrong and that goes wrong and whatever, right?
Yeah.
You being able to like course correct and like solve those problems, that's what makes you like a professional. That's what makes you worth the money, right?
Yeah. Well,
'Cause-
even with Sean here, multiple times where we've had a camera go down, or this happens, but like we got a guest here. We got to get things done, and it's
Yeah,
like
show business,
figure it
yeah.
out. Like, I mean, I'd be like, well, we got to reschedule. He's like, no, we'll figure it out. Do this and that, and it's
Yeah. That's what makes you a pro, man. If you can figure it out and like make it work, get
Yeah.
it done, like you can put on the professional badge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Now you can claim that. So being an entrepreneur, let's talk about how. I mean, frustrating or how it is for you to be forced to do social media.
totally. I think social media can be a bit of like a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
The world's at your fingertips, but also like the world's like your competition in a way too.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, like as a filmmaker, my boss is still like Instagram, right? Because that's where I get most of my growth, most of my bookings, all that stuff comes through Instagram.
Yeah.
So for me, one of the biggest frustrations is it's bittersweet, right? There's a lot of changes that constantly happen. So
Yeah.
through a change, the algorithm or like the software might help you,
Yeah.
or it might make a change and you can kind of get ahead now, right? So it can help you, but like I tell people sometimes, like maybe one month Instagram's favoring like musicians and artists, and then the next time they're favoring like small businesses and real estate agents and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice because you can get ahead, but you're also at their mercy, right?
Yeah.
And like there's no voting process, you have no say in it, you know what I
No.
mean? So
And I find it difficult to navigate just the rules and
Yeah.
how like they're not the same for everybody.
they're not the same a year later either,
you
right?
know,
You know?
and I post a certain thing and it gets flagged and banned when somebody else has posted something that's the exact same thing,
Yeah.
if not worse. Or you see
100%.
the complete opposite. You see companies like Raw, one of the biggest cannabis companies out there,
They're everywhere.
that
yeah.
have to blur out every single picture of cannabis that they have because their account's getting striked so many times.
They're just rolling up air.
But then you have Spotify doing a deal with Dope is Yola, which is one of the biggest cannabis podcasts in the world. So it's
Yeah.
like this double standard of like, oh, cannabis is cool, but it's not cool. But we want to make money off of it, but we don't want to promote it. And I'm just like, man, just give us a straight up rule.
That's
so
the
we
thing.
can navigate by it. This is allowed. This isn't allowed. Not
People-
today.
yeah.
It's allowed. Tomorrow it's not. And you can do it, but I can't. Like,
Yeah, I want consistent rules for everybody. I want consistent rules like across the board.
yeah.
And I want it to be clear, right? Like
The clarity is what's frustrating.
on some level, I understand like them tweaking their algorithm and stuff
Has
because
to
that's
happen.
that's their product, and if they want to keep that to themselves, that's like Coca-Cola's recipe or
Yeah.
like McDonald's recipe, right? Like I get it,
Absolutely.
but it's also like we are kind of like the gears that make your software
Well,
work,
this is
right?
what I was. It's exactly what you were saying, where you kind of feel trapped, where it's like I'm navigating by this set of arbitrary rules that I don't really know, and
Yeah.
like there's no one that I can.
There's
talk
no
to.
rule book.
There's no one that I can talk to that can give me straight up answers.
Yeah.
You know, especially with cannabis and alcohol content
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like you're seeing accounts getting taken down on a daily basis. They put all this work in to build up this following and
that's the thing, too,
engagement,
like-
and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know what? You guys have done good for us up until this point, but now you're gone. And
Yeah.
it's like, wait, why was it cool last week?
It's just one big gray zone, and like any job you think of, you start like the manager, whoever the hiring person is, they're gonna tell you the rules. You might even get a rule book.
Yeah.
And you're gonna know how to like operate in that workspace.
Yeah.
Instagram's not like that at all. I guess all like Google, all the social
All the social
medias,
medias. Yeah.
it's complete like gray zone and stuff like that. And it'd be like, if you really don't want certain things on your platform, like maybe like specify that, maybe spell it out. Okay, like you can have like, because even in some of my music videos, I've had them flagged for having a red cup. Literally, they were empty. I just
Yeah.
wanted something on the table. The table looked kind of boring, so I
Yeah.
threw some empty red
Red
cup.
cups.
And they're thinking there's alcohol in it. I'm like, well, it'd be nice to know that before I shot it, and like the cups are in all the videos, right?
Yeah.
And one thing about
100%.
cannabis too is like, I feel in a lot of ways like, and I support what you're doing too, because it's like I feel in a lot of ways cannabis gets the worst of alcohol and tobacco.
Absolutely.
You know, 'cause, like-
we're putting this middle zone that's insanely like it's just
Limited.
not fair. It's
Yeah.
not right.
Yeah.
I was at Electric Island the other week and I had a 30-minute argument in line when they were trying to throw out my medicine.
Yeah.
They did not want me to bring my cannabis in because it wasn't in government packaging.
But you can go buy alcohol and fucking go crazy, like, you know?
Yeah, and like it's just there's so much. It's a prescription for me.
Mhm.
How are you gonna try to prevent me from bringing my prescription? I can fly with it, but you're
Yeah.
not gonna let me bring it in. But you're letting other people bring like. It's just there's such a negative stigma on it. The cops at at that scene were like looking down on me, and like you could see the press like no one was happy, and I'm literally like I'm just trying to bring my medicine in.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I hope it's partially just because, like, 2017 was kind of long ago now, but I hope it's still because, like, it's in the early phases.
Absolutely.
And it's just, like, growing pains, but
Dude.
it's, like, it does feel, like, needlessly restricted, you know what I mean?
And it's
So-
because what you were saying. It's because we're in this weird zone where they're like, "Oh, it's like alcohol, but it's like cigarettes." And
it
it's like,
intoxicates you, but it's, like, you smoke it, so
Yeah.
it's, let's just take the worst of both,
Let's
and,
just-
like, that's the rules.
yeah, and it's like, but I can bring in native cigarettes to a concert and no one's gonna say anything.
Yeah.
But I can't bring in my registered, licensed
Yeah.
cannabis. Like I
Yeah.
grow it myself. It was really frustrating, and like that's the type of stuff that we're here to fight against,
Absolutely,
right? Like
bro.
I wish I had a camera on me at that moment because I wanted to show the people like this is what we deal with, especially
Yeah.
in the medical side. But it's not gone. The stigma is still here, and we're fighting strong.
Gotta work away at it, and, you know, like, I'm sure there's gonna be, as times go on, there's gonna be a lot more success stories, like, oh,
Yeah.
this person was, like, a billionaire, and they took cannabis every single morning,
Absolutely,
right? Like,
absolutely. And I do understand it a bit. Like most of these companies are based in the States,
Yeah.
and the state's federal law is a certain
It's
way.
just such a weird,
so
yeah.
it's, but like just give us a zone, give us Canada, or
Well-
like make it so if I hit the page 21 plus, why does it matter?
Yeah.
Like
And it goes back to the platforms. Like, make it clear, okay? Like, what am I allowed to have? What am I not? Stuff
Yeah.
like that. That way, like, people can kind of push the stigma in the right ways and not keep getting shadow banned or just flat out banned. And,
absolutely, and not navigate like we said, imaginary rules that we're just like assuming.
you're just in the dark, yeah.
Or like you said, an empty red solo cup, or an empty joint, or a joint that's filled with tobacco.
yeah.
Technically, I'm allowed to smoke that, but it gets flagged, and it's like, I
Yeah,
don't know what to
yeah.
do here. Speaking about cannabis,
Correct, yeah.
that's really what we're here to fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll one up. I brought some pink gas
Sweet.
from one of the farms that I work at there.
This is too
And
close.
let's get into when cannabis came into your life.
Yeah, so I feel a lot of people. Do you want me to roll one too? Or?
That's completely up to you. If
Okay,
you wanna
fuck
roll-
it. Yeah, why not? So yeah, I feel like a lot of people have like a similar timeline as mine.
Yeah.
Good old 9th grade, bro. Like,
Yep, high school.
Yeah. I remember like I was like when I was in elementary school, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna smoke weed on my first day of high school. It's gonna be I'm gonna be so cool. And then I ended up making it to like October. 'Cause,
Okay.
I don't know. I just kept getting
Just
like.
the situation didn't line
Yeah,
up.
one time, my very first time I was gonna smoke weed, I remember I was like walking home or walking to the sesh spot, and like just by complete surprise, like my dad's like, "Oh, Jake, how's it going? I'll give you a ride." I'm like, "Fuck."
Come on, Dad.
I know, and then all my friends smoked. I'm like, "Oh, damn it, bro!" Like,
missed
you know,
out.
couldn't come up with like, an excuse like fast enough.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, whatever."
All right, missing out on this one.
But yeah, eventually it happened, and I went with like a friend. We went like under this like bridge, like under like one of those like driving bridges, right?
Yeah. Kind
So-
of the old high school flex.
Yeah, exactly. You know, classic spot. And then we started smoking, and I remember like I think me and my close friend, we had not smoked yet, and like the other two friends of mine, like
Yeah.
they were I guess our guides, bro.
Got you.
So we're trying to smoke, and like they're like, pull, you gotta breathe in again, and blah blah blah, and they're yelling at me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm trying to smoke it. I'm like confused or whatever. But I figured it out a little bit, and then at the end I started to get some like decent pulls in, and
Yeah.
I remember like just fucking sitting there. I'm like, all right, when's it gonna
Here
happen?
we go.
When am
Here we go.
When is everything gonna become tie dye? Where I'm gonna see dragons and shit, and then nothing happened.
You had acid in your mind.
That was the
That's what you
propaganda.
thought. Yeah, exactly.
It got me, bro. So-
100%. So you were underwhelmed that first time.
Yeah, we were chilling there for a bit, waiting for it to kick in. Then I started to kind of get like the laughs, I guess, or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
the
it.
giggles, especially your first couple times in those younger ages.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's possibly the environment we were even in more than the actual cannabis.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're with those good friends fucking around.
Yeah, so then one of us got bored. I'm like, oh, let's go to the McDonald's down the street.
Yep.
We start riding our bikes, and then out of nowhere, just like a giant like thunderstorm happens. I'm like, oh fuck! I start riding my bike fast as shit, and I'm like, as I'm riding my bike so fast, the laughs got me again. I'm like fucking laughing like the Joker or some shit riding my bike. And then I'm like, oh, I'm high. I realized I'm like, oh, this is it.
This
like,
is it.
Okay,
I'm here.
I can get behind this, you know. So I'm like, okay, I'm having a good time. We get to the McDonald's. And like even today, I still don't really get the munchies, and I don't think I got it like bad then, but I had like the greatest Big Mac of my life.
Oh, so sometimes things just taste better.
Yeah, and it's one of
Yeah.
those McDonald's that had like a little fireplace, and I'm wet from the rain or whatever. I'm like,
Perfect.
inhaled it, like 3 bites,
Yeah.
the Big Mac's gone. I'm like, oh, weed's the best, man. Fuck yeah, you know. So I
Yes, sir.
had a good first time for sure. I didn't get like super fried,
Which
but
is
like
probably good.
I think I had the right balance.
You know,
yeah.
because a lot of the times I hear either people don't get hit at all.
Mhm.
They're like, oh, I didn't get high my first time, which isn't a horrible experience because then you'll still try it again.
Yeah.
The worst is when you have a bad time your first time.
Yes.
Because then it just puts a negative connotation over it, and you're always gonna have that worry in your mind
Yeah.
until you have that good experience, which is gonna be hard because you're always gonna be thinking about the bad time.
Yeah, and I had a close friend of mine actually. Like it was like his second time, and he had a super bad trip, and like he was never like a fan after that. Like he'd
Yeah.
smoke, but you gotta like, come
Convince
on,
him
bro. Yeah,
almost.
come on, it's all good. But yeah, I got lucky, man. It was pretty enjoyable my first time, and I can't remember kind of weed I smoked. It was just like my friend's weed, but it was a joint.
Yeah,
so if
it was
that
a joint.
helps.
Nice. Yeah. Lots of people were water bottle bongs their first time,
Oh,
which
dude.
is a completely different high, bro.
I
It's
was
gonna
a snob,
slap
man.
you.
I saw people smoke out of water bottles. I'm like, that's fucking straight plastic. Like, hell no, bro.
We didn't start saying that till after high school.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like that cannot be good for you. I would smoke out
It
of like
was
a pop
not.
can or like an aluminum or
Which
some
is
shit.
horrible as well.
Yeah, so I was a bit of a hypocrite, but I'm like, fuck no, I'm not doing that.
Inhaling the smoke off the aluminum.
Yeah, I'm inhaling ink at that point. You
Well,
know?
I would do the same thing. You know, one of our first times as a group smoking. I mean, I smoked by myself. First time was a joint, but
You smoked by yourself for the first time?
with a girl from the neighborhood that was
Okay.
basically like my sister.
Yeah.
But I stole a joint from my dad. That he rolled one for my mom, and I just
Okay.
grabbed it, and I was 11 years old, and
That was my biggest struggle because like I would dabble with bongs, but
Yeah.
like I'm still a joint guy to this day,
same.
and I could not. I got roasted as a
What,
teenager.
for rolling.
Jake, no one let Jake roll, bro.
Bro,
He's
that-
gonna fuck it all up.
That's how you
whatever.
get good at rolling.
Yeah, I know.
My brothers were the worst. They would always, oh, don't let him roll. Don't let him roll. Oh,
Yeah.
you can't roll.
I'm
you
gonna
can't.
fucking show you.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna get better at fucking rolling.
Yeah.
It's a lost art, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone uses cones now.
Yeah, literally.
People don't roll.
It's not my best roll ever here, but whatever.
Listen, if it smokes,
Yeah.
it was a good roll.
Yeah, exactly, right? Oh yeah, spark.
That's all
up,
that
brother.
matters. After smoking that, after the first experience, were you like right into cannabis? Was it kind of more of a social thing for a bit?
I
What
was
your
definitely
relationship
like, I definitely kind of got mad because like, again, I was expecting like the acid effects and all this, and
Yeah.
like I was also like, my biggest fear, I'm like, oh, bro, I don't want to get addicted or whatever. Like they make weed sound like it's crack,
so
right?
bad, yeah.
So then I'm like, I went home and I'm like, I don't care if I ever smoke again in my life.
Which is
Like that was like
great
whatever.
sign.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck was like all that shit? I felt like you
what
know.
were they
like-
telling us?
Yeah, I was a little offended, and then after that, like I would smoke maybe like. I think I smoked like once later that week, and then from like for most of high school, I'd smoke like 2-3 times a month.
Just socially.
Yeah, that even now, like I smoke a little bit by myself for when
Yeah.
I'm working, but it's for me, it's still like a social thing. Like
Yeah.
you know, let me
Yeah.
spark this.
Yeah, spark it up, man. Spark it up.
Do you use filters or?
Yeah, I always use a filter.
I was in a rush, so I skipped the filter.
Yeah, I always throw a filter in after. I roll without the filter and then pop it in.
Oh really?
Yeah. I mean, I just find I get a better fit with the filter, and then if I roll with the filter in already, I get like a gap here that always clogs up with res.
I used to be like anti-filter, and then a
Same.
friend put me on. And yeah, usually I throw a filter in, but I went a little organic. I went vegan.
Dude,
you
if I'm
know?
smoking by myself, like just on my ones, a lot of the time I'll just roll no filter quick because I know how to smoke.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if I'm ever smoking socially,
Well, your weed's good. It's sticky, so it's not gonna like
Thank
fly
you.
through. If you have like some dry ass shit, yeah, you need a filter.
It's rough.
Yeah.
But also, it's about. I've always been that guy that like introduced people to smoking and was like around a lot of new smokers.
Yes.
And you pass a joint like that to somebody that hasn't smoked before, and it's coming back soaking wet,
Yeah,
bent
true.
on. They're not getting
Yeah.
nice drags off of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, also. You get a better smoke. You get more of your product usually.
yeah, exactly.
You said earlier your favorite way to consume is smoking joints.
Yeah, by a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like what's the reason behind that?
So I've smoked, I think like every way possible. I don't know. Maybe there's a secret way I haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
But I love backwoods.
Oh, yes.
I would say backwoods over like just blunts in general. There's all these shitty blunt wraps and stuff.
Agreed.
But they kind of fell off. I don't know. Like all their shit's full of holes and fucking stems, and it's not the same.
Yeah,
But
it's finicky, and I try to stay away from the tobacco now.
yeah, exactly. And you need, I don't know if I'm being cheap. Like you need a little more to fill a blunt, or
For sure,
sometimes-
absolutely.
Sometimes you don't want to smoke a whole like 1.5 or 2 grams, right? You know?
it's a lot.
So yeah, I'll always have a soft spot for backwoods, and then bongs. Like I found growing up, like most of my friends were bong guys.
Yeah, same.
And I couldn't hit a bowl till I was like probably 20, 21. And like, yeah, grade 9's like 15, 14 or whatever.
Yeah, so it took a while.
Yeah,
Lots of practice.
I fucking hated it. It felt like I would tell people like, oh, it feels like I got punched in the lungs, bro. Like,
Bro, it really does, though.
it sucked.
It
And
really
then
does.
what helped was I got my own bong and I fucking cleaned it. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So
Clean your bongs. Everybody, clean your bongs. If you have a friend with dirty bong water, Teach them how to clean it.
Yeah, I was hitting bongs and the water's black and shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro,
fuck, whatever.
Can't be good for you.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly,
know what's
right?
going on in that water, but it can't be good.
So then I became a bong guy for a little when I got mine. I'm like, oh, this is, if you take care of it, it's actually a good way to smoke or whatever. It's quick and easy.
Convenient.
And then I missed, like, especially in the summer and shit, I missed just like sitting outside, like smoking a joint. And
I like the sesh.
yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, I smoke with my work, like sometimes before, during, after, like it's always different.
Yeah.
But the best time to smoke is like after the camera's put away and I can just like chill out and like
Wrap it up.
yeah, especially if I just met you that day. Like then I kind of like get to know you more and become like a friend.
Yeah.
And if it's like an old client of mine that we've been working together forever, like it's just like a nice way to like catch up and like just. It's not director Jake now. It's just we're just friends again, you know?
Vibe out and get into that other side of it. you
Yeah,
know?
it's the best like little unwind, bro.
I completely agree. Do you have like a purpose for your consumption? Like when you're consuming, are you consuming with the intent to like help unlock creativeness, help relax, like something like that?
Really, like all across the board. Like there's times where weed will help me with coming up with an idea for a video. There's sometimes where like I'd prefer to do it sober. There's sometimes where I'd prefer to edit high. There's sometimes where I prefer to edit sober. Like it's kind of all. It's really a case by case thing, right?
Yeah.
If I'm dealing with like a ton of footage and it's like I got to do a lot of organizing, I can smoke and fine, whatever. But I'm like, that to me is like a waste of weed. Because I'm doing something fucking boring and got to lock in and I can't really enjoy the effects of it.
Got you.
But if I'm like, okay, prep work is done, the video's ready to just like cut the music video or something like that. Or like sometimes like if I do an event, I'm trying to find all the best moments.
Yeah.
That's great. Because like the weed, like I lock in, I'm not even paying attention. I'm like, I found all my selections.
Yeah.
I cut the timeline. I'm like, oh, that was 30 minutes. Like, that was,
like,
okay.
wow, that went by quick.
So it's really a case by case thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes like my big beef with weed on a set is time. Sometimes if a smoke break can be like 30 minutes sometimes, right? So I'm like, if I don't have
breaks
time.
are time consuming, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect my work. Like once we get back to shooting, like I don't really notice the difference. But
Yeah.
it's like I don't take lunch breaks when I work either. Sorry,
I
you know?
don't either.
Yeah,
I'm the
so-
same. I'd rather get the day done and finish and keep moving, you know?
Yeah,
Why am I
man.
gonna sit
We got
for
work to do, you
Why am I
know?
gonna sit for an hour? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I could be home for that hour.
Even when I worked regular jobs, I didn't like lunch breaks. I would just kind of sit and like maybe sip on a water or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I want to take a break. I don't want to fucking eat. Like that's just another thing to do.
To do.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Is that you think that's maybe an ADHD thing?
Yes. Yeah.
I think so too, because I do that same thing. Eating's a task.
Yeah,
it's a chore.
annoying. I'm like,
it's not
I
like
gotta open my sandwich up and fucking eat it or fuck that. You know?
especially if I have to make the food.
Yeah, I just want to sometimes like I don't want to like scroll on Instagram or something. I don't want to eat, right?
Yeah. Takes up time. Anyone you want to shout out? Any upcoming, projects or anything like that?
So for projects, I got a lot coming out kind of always.
Yeah.
I'd like to shout out like literally every artist and every client that kind of supported me along the way. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to like a studio that I opened with my friends.
Yeah.
Blurry Media, BLRI. It's a studio up in the Stockyards, and
Perfect.
yeah, it's a psych wall. It's got everything you need. We do events there. It's a great time, and it's like my home base right now.
Yeah. I mean, shout out all those people. Much love. Thank you for coming out, bro. Like it's
Bro,
been
thank
a
you, man.
vibe. I'm glad to have you. First podcast, get you on the other side of the camera. I know
Yeah.
you spend a lot of time where Sean's sitting right now.
Shout out to Sean, by the way.
Yes, big shout out to Sean always. And bro, I mean, thank you.
Yeah, we'll do an episode 2 sometime when I have
For
more
sure.
cool stories.
Yeah,
and
but we'll maybe get you and Robbie together in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Dom Boy and One Take together. Do
There we
something
go.
cool, bro.
Sick,
Awesome.
man.
To everyone watching, if you enjoy what we're doing, make sure to like, follow, and share on YouTube at High Passion Pod and on Instagram and Spotify at High Passion Podcast. If you want to keep up with our guest today, drop him a follow on Instagram at OneTakeJakeTV to check out everything he's got going on. I want to give a huge shout out to Sean Sweeney at SeanCS10 for everything you do for the podcast and making it all happen. This couldn't happen without you. And to all our viewers, I hope you tune in next time. And until then, stay positive and stay passionate.